On a general note, I want to applaud this movie. This movie is such a great work, and the cast, everybody tried. I never actually expected Abejoye season 2 to be yet interesting. After watching an intriguing season 1, I almost wondered why Mount Zion were talking of season 2, because like, you don't want to spoil what the sweet story they have told us, but it was still wonderful. And though it was tagged the Peacemaker, considering the message of the movie and what it meant to me as a person, and I believe what it should mean to all of us, I call it the overcoming life in Christ. It shows us the overcoming life in Christ because it was all about Olayotan Abejoye overcoming the many arrows that were fired at him. We saw many instances where he was able to rise up against arrows that were fired at him from various sources. Actually, I would like to give credit to the movie, to the actor. Omolara Ayola was still at it, the lady who won the Best Actress for the year. She still showed herself up, even the brief moment that was given to her towards the end of part 2 of the movie. And I also want to applaud the character of Chief Oluoje. That's what it was wonderful, because it even got to a time I actually began to somehow silently pray that God should reveal it to Abejoye to quickly go home and release Oluoje from the punishment, because the way the chief acted that part, it actually looked so real. It actually looked so real, and I actually applaud him for being able to bring it out as such. Another thing I want to applaud in the movie was the character of, the cinematography. It was good, and in about in 68 minutes into the movie, I actually almost covered my nose when the powder was being poured into a calabash, because it was so clear. It looked as if I was going to inhale it from my phone. Actually, the cinematography and everything that was good. And also want to applaud the character of Bamidele, the person of Wole Ade, because he actually showed forth. That he's an actor. He acted it so real, and at specifically 29 minutes into the movie, when Dedunke actually broke up the news of her pregnancy to him, the way he portrayed it was able to show certain things that must have pushed that action. Some of the things that must have pushed the action the way he portrayed it was the thought of having another child outside marriage, the thought of taking responsibility for that child. That was not Nigeria, that was the US. And in the US, you don't just leave children like we do in Nigeria. Here, the monetary aspect involved. He also must have been worried about what will people say, especially the church people. And also, maybe they don't care, wanting to become a second wife would be a nightmare to him. And from the movie, actually, from the beginning of the aspect of the movie, one thing I noticed that, in the season 1, Abejoye repented and Laide forgave him. But in the season 2, it was as if Laide was still afraid of Abejoye, because she was not free allowing her children to go to his place. If you watch the movie from the beginning and you observe, you will see that she was still afraid, though they later got to they later got to start fleeing. But there was this it was actually nice again to see the person who acted Akobilaroye, the person of Pastor Victor Olukoju, reappear in an occultic scene in Abejoye. I actually began to laugh when I saw that. It's like he's been initiated quietly into the Shaoro type of acting. I don't get it. But actually, there was a mistake I saw from the film. There's a mistake I saw from the film, and the mistake was that when Dedunke told Bamidele that she was pregnant, she told him that she had been trying to call him up to tell him about the pregnancy since 1 week ago, and he has not been picking up. Then when he asked her a second time, she said she was pregnant and that she has been trying to break, that she discovered the pregnancy 4 days ago. So was it that she was trying to tell him she was pregnant before she discovered the pregnancy? Though we finally saw that it was a lie that she portrayed. I think the script should have portrayed it better. There should have been concordance between the time she wanted to tell him and the time she actually told him. So there should have been concordance in that place. So I don't think that went well, though it went in a way to prove that she actually lied, but it didn't look actually so sweet. The movie editing was applaudable, but there was this place I didn't really enjoy. The way the masquerade was disappearing, it looked too real. But when the masquerade was entering into the room of Abejoye, it looked too graphic, looked too computer inclined, and I didn't really enjoy that. But generally, for the message of the movie actually taught us that anybody whose life is in Christ is an overcomer, and no force can put him to shame. But that any life that was not in Christ is vulnerable to being harmed by the evil forces of this world. Because we can see the character of Abejoye, the character of Bamiloye, and their individual outcomes. To end this review, before I end, I want to applaud the way the graphics, everything, the sound. It was amazing. But I want to say that to learn from this movie, if we submit and dedicate our lives to God in righteousness, God will defend us. He will be our God and will be His people. The only thing that can make us to be defeated by Satan is life out of Christ. To end this review, the same question that Abejoye asked Bamiloye when the masquerade flogged him is the same question I'll present to you. This is Mike-Bamiloye Vision. Thanks so much for listening to this. I would like you to go to Mike-Bamiloye Vision Facebook page and like it. We have a defined content that will motivate you, stories like this also, and many other things that will keep you going and have a wonderful experience on Facebook. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening.
Bámidélé kí ni ṣe ọ́? Bámi, wọ́n ń dóde mi ilé epo. Ajíbógun ni. Wọ́n ń dóde mi, mo sì láti ra nǹkan fún wọn bàbá kábọ̀. Ọmọ kúlé, dòdò kiri, àkàrà òsú, ẹ̀kọ́ ìwó. Bámi wo àwọn owó ló gbé sájíbógun tó lọ bá kí ló dì síbẹ̀ tó lọ mú. Ó mà ṣe o. Gbọ́dọ̀ bí ijó náà lẹ́gbàá tàṣàṣà wálé. Ìwọ náà kẹ́rù, òun lọ sí Ajíbógun. Ó ní Jésù ni Bámidélé Jésù. Bó o bá ní Jésù kò yẹ kí ẹ gba agbára bí ijó kò yẹ kó ràn ọ́. A ní Jésù.